2020 at approximately 1,300 hours. Mission: provide a peaceful visual deterrent to potential looters and rioters who may not be from Tuolumne County. Defend life and property, priority of security, individual life. The police station, the sheriff's department, the courthouse, the banking system, the radio station, the gas stations, and the small businesses. Without those things, we cannot continue to operate our economy. Those small businesses do not deserve to have their livelihood destroyed by someone's kind gesture that went awry. Execution. There are 5 traffic control points. There's 5 major ways into and out of Sonora. High School Road, Washington Street, down by the car parts store, Lions, and the Bonanza Road Junction, Forest Road Junction at the other end. Keep that in mind. If something happens and they have to get out of town, law enforcement has not apprehended them yet, it may be a good point to be in that area to get a good idea of who's running and what their license plate looks like. I am not tasking anyone with anything tonight. In 1992, the roof Koreans came out. If you are a business owner, or if a business owner invites you onto their rooftop, then the roof rednecks will be out. I highly encourage you to bring some sort of device to take a picture, do a recording, a whistle for alerting other people in the area, and a notepad. Make sure you can communicate via cellular phone. Make sure you have food, water, and the ability to sustain yourself. It's going to be hot. On the street, if you're walking around, spend some money. Go in and say hi. Let's get our economy going again. Let's make this a positive event. That's how we handle business around here.
That's right.
Sustainment issues. If you find yourself in the mix or things are not going the way that you had anticipated, call law enforcement, call for your citizens around you to give a hand. Do not try to pursue, detain, or arrest anyone without prior permission from somebody in uniform. Protect human life. Videotape, cameras, cell phones. You got them, use them. Command and control. We already talked about using your voice, using whistles. If you have a state of Jefferson flag or an American flag on your vehicle, you are presumed to be a local. If you choose to move about in the area, please do not do anything that's going to cause additional traffic on the radio networks. Use Motorola GMRS. I recommend higher frequency channels because they travel a little bit further. Channel 13.2 works good. Are there any questions? Pretty good. You got mine shot. So listen, here's what we know and what we don't know, right? How many of you know who Damon Taylor is? Yeah. I love Damon Taylor. Damon Taylor lives in a basement. watches Oprah and eats a lot of bonbons. David Taylor pretends he's got 2,000 friends on Facebook. And all I ever hear out of him when he's not typing is, "Mom, the meatloaf!" Right? That being said, we don't know who David Taylor is. We don't know what he is. There is information, and there's a lot of it. And a lot of it's unverified. A lot of it is unreasonable. And so the best thing we can do is what we're doing right here, and that's coming out, meeting each other, and determining to make a stand.
He literally says a good cop is a dead cop.
He did say, a good Republican's a dead Republican. A good honkey's a dead honky. I'm coming to Tuolumne County with 40 carfuls of BLM. I'm going to teach you assholes a lesson. You can come kick my ass. But I don't think anybody here can let that happen. Sir, you've had your hand up for a long time. Is that getting tired?
Exactly. You know, what's he talking about? He's just looking at right now. These guys are going to try to make it. All right, let's listen.
Protesters asking and demanding officers in the areas of the riots if they could deal with them.
No. They don't call the shots. Why?
How many here killed a black man in Minnesota? Raise your hand. I bear no responsibility for the actions of others. I judge everyone based on the quality of their character and their honor of their behavior.
Yeah.
We do not need to show solidarity with people who are a designated terrorist organization.
What the
Not a
fuck?
requirement. If somebody comes to your house and starts throwing your furniture on the floor and wrecks your TV and kicks your old lady's ass, you don't need to help it.
Yes, sir. They didn't get through the front door. They don't do those two things. Well, they don't know your old lady, I guess. They don't get up to the fire, for Christ's sake. That's what we're making the problem at.
Right now, the people that have it, I think there's like 7% of people in
I know how stuff it was.
They're girls.
Yeah.
They have empathy for the world around them, and that's okay. That's reasonable. That's
All
honorable.
he's telling us
We should
is you
celebrate
gotta
that.
wait for them to do something. And then you gotta get the most out of it. That's what I'm hearing. No. They don't need it. Purple's got a question. She's right out there 3 times. I said we give it to him. That's who we gotta protect right there. I said we give it to him. What'd you ask?
He asked if we would be supported at the event that things go badly. I think that local law enforcement would appreciate us reporting and detaining in the event that things go badly.
And detaining.
The question was about numbers.
That's crazy.
The numbers is that there's supposedly 40 carloads of guys from BLM who've also assaulted officers and civilians in Walnut Creek. They've laid claim to a couple of other attacks and whatever. Okay, if you get here, great. Cool. Right? Say hi to them, shake their hand, disarm them. Right? Be nice. In the event that all hell breaks loose, sit on them.
I don't know about these sheep. He's gonna go hug him and get down.
What are they using in these other attacks? What kind of weapons?
Sit on him. They claim to him.
No, wait for somebody to come by and throw them under the car.
Oh, that's been their MO.
If they're peaceful, they wouldn't bother coming up here. It's gaining.
He's out there.
The guy who posted all this, he's from here. The guy who posted all this, he's bringing 40 people.
The question was, there are unoccupied buildings in downtown Sonora. Who has a folding chair? Who wants to sit around all day tomorrow? We can yourself a nice monument, good location, maybe the register.
Rick, cash and raise downtown? Doesn't sound like people do that.
That sounds like it's getting instigated instead of peaceful and supporting the peace.
You put G on the check. There's motivating response from what they've seen.
Can't hear you. Speak up, bro.
I didn't recognize him. I work for TV, I drive around a lot. Never vehicles below 15 feet. Why are we allowing them to up here? Lockdown shit.
Can't hear you.
Saying they're casing the place out already.
Gavin Newton won't let me go.
We should be. But we let these guys up here do this shit? Yeah.
What about taking all the parking spots downtown?
Hey, be safe, fellas.
That's your car.
Thank you, guys.
What about if you're on the highway,
Here we go.
they stop the traffic and they start bashing out your windows? Are you allowed to back up and take off even though that might injure them? But you're having to protect
Oh
yourself.
my God, it's like a real fight.
Let's hear this answer.
Well, the question is,
Here we go.
right? The question I just heard is, if someone attacks your vehicle, what should you do? You have a right to defend yourself. How many people have you seen in the last few days being drug out of their vehicle and beaten senseless? Too many. You have that's a reasonable belief that you would suffer a serious bodily injury or great bodily harm. I would highly recommend that you do not stay in that situation as you defend yourself.
Do something.
You're an American citizen.
Run them over again.
You have the right to protect your fellow citizens.
You better hope that guy's behind you and runs them over again.
Anybody got a wood chipper?
I'm sure a lot of us got wood chippers. We got chainsaws, we got all types of shit.
You can go over this, you can what if this to death, right? That's the problem with interaction with other human beings. Anything's possible. Okay? The fundamental rule of effect, the fundamental rule is that you have a right to your life, liberty, personal property, and pursuit of happiness.
Look out for what you
That means if somebody threatens those things, you have a right to defend yourself with whatever means necessary. It doesn't mean that you have to meet force with force. If somebody hits you with a stick, you don't have to go find a stick to hit them with a stick to keep it fair.
You can leave.
You can defend yourself in a manner consistent with the situation that you have in front of you as you perceive it at that time. 9mm bullets tend to bounce off of windshields 80% of the time. 45 goes all the way through.
That's a good note.
So is he like
So carry a 45.
okay?
What he's
I
saying.
just want to make sure that everybody is prepared if in fact you have to go into a situation to defend your life or property. Please do not have alcohol on board.
Yeah.
Because they will utilize that against you in a court of law. Be prepared to have $1 million sucked out of your life and your family affected for a hell of a long time. So the decisions that you make at any point in time, make sure you're prepared with those things in mind.
I just going above and beyond that, man.
I'm just actually telling you I carry over $1 million on me.
I hear you, but it's a little above and beyond.
I like to know alcohol, though.
Yep.
In your own home?
Buses where I'm up
You
here.
guys are like the police and shit. You got an order. You got
Hey, you can't say that.
how much you selling Jefferson shirts
There's a while when the Willow shut down, I thought we went to the hotel. When I seen the truck there. I know you had it's on mine for the people in their buses. Nice. See what they're heading towards, because it could be all bad. Yeah. How many miles do I have on it now? Same amount? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to make a shameless plug for Jefferson real quick.
Go ahead.
I don't often get this many patriots and
I'm going to say a prayer for those guys coming up. They're going to need it.
2015.
I just say if they throw away.
We're still going strong.
It's on.
We meet every fourth Wednesday.
Yeah, it's on.
Sometimes there's 5 Wednesdays in a month.